and we were taken where most of the Hungarian transports went, to Auschwitz.
Okay.
So it was the 4th of June 1944, where at age almost 16, I arrived there with my mother, father, sister, 7 years older than myself, 2 grandmothers, 1 aunt, and the rest of the family was taken out earlier from the brickyard, and some of them were taken even earlier because they couldn't prove citizenship. So one night they were picked up, which was earlier. That was a Hungarian thing. That wasn't anything, nothing to do with Germany or Germans. That was called a Hungarian Action. When they took out those Jews, about 22,000 in one night from everywhere in Hungary, who could not prove on the spot or show their citizenship.
Yeah.
So we already lost 9 members by this stage. The rest of us went to Auschwitz. Well, the trip probably you have heard it a million times.
Yeah.
And then I didn't say that it couldn't be worse. I thought it was, and it was. The only thing what was worse, the arrival, where the separation happened. And that was the last time I saw my mother, father, grandmothers, of course. And we were very lucky because my sister and my youngest aunt and I went through the selection, me with a little bit of help and tips from people in the stripy uniforms who knew better and told me what age I should stay. I understood Yiddish very well because of my grandmother.
Yeah.
And this guy just, was running up and down collecting our stuff. And he looked at me and probably may have lost children. And he asked me in Yiddish how old I am. And I told him, 16. And he just, as he was running past, he said, no, you are 18. Look 18, which means say 18. Not everybody was asked, but obviously they didn't want us young people.
Yeah.
Because our appetite was high. Work, they wanted people like my sister. She was at the right age, 7 years older. She was a grown woman, healthy. Most of us arrived, still in very good condition. But they didn't like. So the biggest loss really happened in this, generation of mine, because we were not adults, we were not children, and with a large appetite. If we were not selected out in Auschwitz, then most of the few friends I had, and one I was with for a while, they died of hunger, unfortunately.
Okay.
But the workload was the same as for adults or for men, was the same for us. But the lack of sleep, first of all, and the lack of food. So that's what happens to the Anne Frank generation, as I usually refer to it.
Yeah.
So that was Auschwitz, and I always say this, and you heard it a million times. If there was hell on earth, that was it.
Yeah.
And it was beyond everybody's imagination, and this is why I think that in my case, it took me almost 40 years to even talk about it.